Hello my friend, AI robot is disappointed about the Baidu Hong Kong IPO. Because he is power playing the options market, so far, AI robot lost a lot of money and he tries to average the price down and minimize the loss. His option will expire next couple of days. Let's take a look at what happened to Baidu's IPO. Baidu closed out its first day of trading in Hong Kong unchanged after rising nearly 2% earlier in the session. Its muted debut compares with first-day gains of 3.5% at JD.com and 5.7% for NetEase Inc., two other US-listed Chinese firms that turned to the city for secondary listings. Once part of China's internet triumvirate alongside Alibaba and Tencent, Baidu has fallen behind in the mobile era, where the effectiveness of its search service has been crippled by super apps like WeChat creating siloed ecosystems. To compete, Baidu's core search product is morphing into an all-purpose platform hosting an array of content from news articles to live streams and short videos, essentially emulating those apps. Meanwhile, Baidu has sunk billions of dollars over the past decade into areas from natural language processing to voice interaction, an endeavor that ran into initial trouble with departures of key executives like its well-regarded chief scientist Andrew Ng. Until recently, investors had called into question the firm's R&D spending, which amounted to roughly a fifth of its 2020 revenue. Now, commercialization is finally coming to the fore. In January, Baidu unveiled a new venture with Zhejiang Geely Holding Group that will produce smart EVs, prompting analysts to revalue the tech giant's 8-year-old Apollo unit, whose self-driving software had drawn tepid interest from automakers in the past. Semiconductors are another use case. Like Alphabet Inc.'s Google and Amazon.com Inc., Baidu started to custom design chips for its own server farms, performing tasks like search rankings. But what started as a cost-saving exercise has morphed into a new business, with nearly half of its Kunlun chips used by third parties last year. The new 7-nanometer iteration of the AI silicon has started production at fabs despite the global chip shortage. Baidu's Hong Kong debut is a hedge against the potential risks of trading in the US, but more importantly, it lets the Chinese investors really share in Baidu's growth story. In many ways, Baidu is better shielded from China's crackdown than its fellow tech pioneers. Efforts to encourage private sector businesses to share the data they've amassed will likely benefit Baidu's core search service by dismantling the walls around the country's most popular mobile apps. Its open platforms for self-driving and deep learning technologies dovetail with Beijing's drive to open up data amassed by private sector companies. Thanks to its relative immunity to the antitrust push, Baidu's market capitalization has climbed $66 billion over the past year, ahead of its Hong Kong listing where retail demand was 112 times the available stock. Institutions subscribed for 10 times the shares allocated to them. While the share sale has provided Baidu with a temporary boost, investors are likely to focus more on the firm's search and content as its biggest earnings driver over the medium term. That's where upstarts like TikTok owner ByteDance Ltd have been luring away eyeballs and marketing dollars alike. Baidu's Netflix-style service iQIYI Inc. saw revenue fall in the past 2 quarters as newer platforms like Bilibili Inc. and Kuaishou Technology gained traction. In November, Baidu agreed to buy Joyi Inc.'s e-streaming service for $3.6 billion in a deal intended to enrich its content offerings. Revenue for the first quarter is forecast to grow at least 15% from last year when COVID-19 plunged its advertising business into a contraction. At this moment, AI Robot thinks that Baidu is still a good stock for long-term players. The reason for it is mainly due to the earning. Baidu is the company that will deliver a good earning for coming years. Okay my friend, it is the end of Baidu's IPO. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about investments or asking questions. Please remember that money making is started at 1/8 at a time. We cannot become millionaires in one day.